Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Nara Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. The truth is that as some people, especially MAGA, they are not trying to beat the race to the season allegation that has been laid against them. They are at the same time confirming it that this is what they are and this is what they stand for. Because tell me a reason why somebody will come out to say that wokeness destroyed America and wokeness have already destroyed also some certain things. So she is a military person, right? Woman, right? And she is saying, as a military person, that there are some certain things she cannot do anymore. Why? Because if you do it, like, you probably will be apprehended or they will know that you are the one doing it. Like, she isn't kind of regretting that she cannot come out and pull people over based on their skin color. So this is also to let us know that they knew that they used to pull people over based on their skin color, people that look like me. And now this is one of the reasons why when people tell you that they are very scared of the cops or something, some people are going to ask, why are you scared? This is also part of it. And I remember an Asian man sometimes saying that why is it that black people are scared each time they are being pulled over by the cops, right? That they should just obey the cops. Now, this is to tell you that most of the cops out there are not good cops because they know what they are doing, right? Because for her to also confirm this, tells you that you cannot judge people. And she said that she has to watch her mouth. If not, they will kick her out of military. Let's get into this video.
What's up, TikTok? So, normally I don't engage this way with people, but this particular instance, I decided to make an exception.
Alright, so this is a message to all the black people on TikTok that are bringing up white people cannot experience racism. They're inherently racist. I want every one of you to go to your doctor and get a DNA test. And if you have any slight, just a little drizzle of European in your blood, then shut the fuck up.
Now, Justin Abraham Lincoln, 20 years beard Delu. What I am trying to figure out is why you would respond to people who are responding and attempting to educate and inform people on not only how prevalent racism is and what it actually is and how it affects them. Your response to that outcry and the gift of education is racism. Telling black people to go get a DNA test and if they have any European in them whatsoever to shut up is a crazy take considering the likelihood of how that European got there in the first place. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Justin. The racism part doesn't surprise me at all, right? The part that really perplexes me is the fact that you don't even have rent money, babes. This is an eviction. You and your girlfriend, right? While making Washington state minimum wage hourly cleaning hotel rooms at this hotel. And in this economy, out here acting like you've got racism money. So I can only guess that you're falling back on your backup plan, which is also appropriating, oddly enough, black culture.
Yeah, they didn't know we had to do this. I sit back, relax, meditate like a Buddhist. I am the truest, I'm the realest in the game. If I kill these rappers, I will take the stage. Filled with the rage and the pain inside. Gotta keep on going till this world's filled with genocide. People wanna rip my...
It's like you're rapping in 6/8, but the song is in 4/4. Anyways, good luck on your upcoming move and job hunt.
Drizzle of European in your blood, then shut the fuck up.
Why do y'all keep playing in a sandbox y'all don't want to play in? Why do silly ass white folks keep wanting to play in the sandbox? If you have a little drizzle of European blood in your DNA, how did it get there? The silence isn't for me. It's for you. You want to talk about how it got there, buddy? Do you? Would you like to have that conversation? Or is that so long ago you were never Why do y'all keep wanting to play in this sandbox? I'm so serious right now. I'm so serious right now. It's either so long ago or you can experience it based on this, that, and the third, but it can't be both. Because on the one hand, there is nothing, no organization, no group, no institution that is wholly ran by black folks that can be discriminatory or racist to white people. Race was created by white folk. The caste system of America, the race caste system of America, was not invented by black folk. It was invented by white people. And yet, that's the one thing y'all don't want to claim. Y'all claim everything else. Y'all will claim that shitty ass traitorous flag. You'll claim them bullshit ass statues. But when it comes to actually claiming why racism exists in the first place, y'all keep running like the roaches with the lights on. Y'all running like y'all running from child support. Hey, white people invented the caste system that is race. No. But you can experience racism. Some shit that wasn't invented by black folk. We just had to live in it. But you don't want to claim it. You'll claim everything else. You just won't claim that. That's interesting. That is very interesting. So that's on one end. On the other end, Mr., if you have a drizzle of European blood in your DNA, how did it get there? Because when they got on the boats from Africa, these were Africans. They had different tribes. They came from different parts of Africa. But they were Africans. Africans. Then they get over here. So how would that European DNA get into our system? This is a sandbox y'all want to play in, but y'all are afraid when other people play in it too. Understand, America's race problem is just that, a problem. It has never been dealt with. It has always been ignored. A lot of dumbass white people like Goofy Man over here seem to believe that everything is fair and we should stop talking about it. Yeah, it's so fair that laws had to be put in place to stop white folks from fucking with black people in their voting booths, where they live, where they work. Laws had to be put in place. Is there a law that has to be put in place to stop black folks from fucking with white people? I always said, if your rights have never been adjudicated by the Supreme Court, you are not in any way, shape, form, or fashion a victim of anything. You're not. In fact, the system was put in place to help you succeed, and some of y'all have failed at that. You get the answers to the test, and you still fail it. We're going to be truthful today. It's Tuesday truthfulness, if you will. Some of y'all are piss poor human beings. You've always been piss poor human beings. You come from piss poor DNA. Your daddy wasn't shit. Your granddaddy wasn't shit. Your great granddaddy wasn't shit. They were just able to mask that ain't shitness with, I don't know, weapons. I don't know. So do you want to go there, white boy? Do you? Do you want to go there? If you have a drizzle of DNA, European DNA, how did it get there? This is why you either going to be in that sandbox or you're not. You're either going to show up in that sandbox or you're not. You're either going to finally accept that the sandbox is put there because of you, or you're going to leave this alone. Because if we're going to go there, then a lot of y'all are going to be uncomfortable as fuck. Your kids going to be looking at you strange. That's why y'all keep jumping back to slavery. Slavery, much like an unborn child, is an easy mark because there's nobody here to speak about it. We have recordings of former slaves that y'all don't want to listen to. We have history books that talk about the brutality of slavery, but y'all don't want to talk about it. That's why you were never all the motherfucking time. That's why 1865 to 1965, y'all don't want to have nothing to do with. And all the atrocities therein. That's why those black and white pictures don't mean shit to you. Because if they were in color, you'd feel a kind of way. And the closer we get to where you are, the more we're going to start seeing family members of yours that are involved in some heinous ass shit. The torching of a black town. The lynching of black men and black women. The graping of black women to produce these European DNA having children. It's going to look bad for you. It's going to look bad for you. Some of y'all do Ancestry.com just to find out where you came from, but you never, ever, ever want to go someplace and find out where you really come from. So why y'all keep playing in this sandbox? Why? Why do y'all keep standing on ledges knowing goddamn well you'll fall if you speak too loud or move too quickly? Why do you do it? And then you do it on the internet where it's forever. It is for life. Meaning, somewhere down the line, when you're in your 50s and 60s and your kids and grandkids get a chance to see that, after living in a world with this much diversity in it, they're going to be looking at you sideways. Dad, you really said that? Granddad, that was you. That's why the conversation about history bothers you so much, because now you get a chance to say that same shit to your dad and granddad. Granddad, that was you? You're in the picture. You're in the picture. Dad, really? That was you? They just wanted to go to school. Why were you there? And some of y'all are not prepared for this. Yet you persist. Every time I see a video of a white person that starts off with "Dear Black people," I already know it's going to be some bullshit. I already know. I know it like I know the names of my children. Y'all want so desperately to get in that sandbox and be the victims of some evil white or black racism, some black supremacy. The problem is, that's not what's in that sandbox. It's not. What is in that sandbox is a history of yours, you and your kin, doing some heinous shit, then hiding their hands and having sex and raising their children as if everything was okay. So I'm going to need you to make a decision. You want to go there? Do you really want to go there or not? Because if it does, we might find out that the reason some of that DNA from Europeans is in our system is because of somebody that's related to you.
Big trigger warning in this one, guys, and brace yourselves. I was not ready for this video. To add some context, a friend of mine sent me a video that he found on Twitter and told me it would make for a good reaction. This is that reaction.
Racism isn't bad, okay? So it's not bad to be racist. Because racism is a discrimination factor, which we use all the time.
Yeah, and everyone all around the world, all races, is racist.
Yeah, and you
like
should be,
white
though.
people are the only ones that get criticized for it.
Like, if you're black and you see a group of young black guys rolling up, dressed all hood, acting suspicious, you should make a stereotypical assumption that there's potential issues, and you should probably not hang out in that vicinity unless you are loaded with a gun and you're wanting a fight. I want to re-educate people into understanding that racism doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a better friend, a better husband, a better father, and it makes you a better person. And it doesn't mean that you don't it doesn't mean that you're against, like, some people are against miscegenation and race mixing and stuff like that. It doesn't mean that you're against that stuff. It doesn't even mean that somehow you don't have friends. Like, people are like, I'm not racist, I have black friends. Be racist with black friends.
Exactly. I have tons of black friends. I think they respect the fact that I'm honest to them.
Correct.
And all these liberals, like, during BLM, like, washing their feet and shit, and they're surprised that the racist guy is the one that has all the black friends. They're, like, confused. It's like, yeah, because I treat them fucking like people. I call them out on bullshit. I don't censor myself around them.
Well, that's also why it's, like, humane. It's like, I'm carrying a gun, and so if I go around that group of black guys, I'm going to kill them. And so I'm actually, by being racist, saving black lives because they're not dead because I chose to not engage.
I'm not even really sure what to say to that. This guy's name is Elijah Schaer. He's a journalist for the Gateway Pundit, which makes sense. You know, all I really have to say in response to that is no. No. None of that is true at all. I don't. No. No. This is why men need to stop creating podcasts. It's all watered down. It's all recycled garbage. No. Watching that video made me feel like I need a shower. I just feel dirty. And like years of my life were just taken from me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought.
Wokeness destroyed people of my age. They hate America, they hate guns, and I was law enforcement. And they were teaching us every day, because you're white, you cannot pull over people based on their skin color, you cannot judge, and you have to watch your mouth, or they will kick you out of the military and punish you. I've watched good men be dishonorably discharged, and they forced the jab on us too.
I always say, let a person talk long enough and they will tell you who they are. This is really what they say, the quiet part out loud. And what's unfortunate is that there is so much of this in law enforcement and in our military that it's people like this that make the good people behind the badge or the good person in the uniform not so liked by the rest of society. What I do like to see is that the military and certain law enforcement or police departments and sheriff departments across the country are not allowing this to take place. They're not allowing this to be the culture. She was literally upset that because she is white, she is not allowed to racial profile and pull somebody over for nothing other than being black or brown. So when you hear black people say that they're afraid of driving while black, believe them. Not to mention, she said there are good people who are forced to get out of the military, who are having their lives ruined because they can no longer act on these thoughts. It kind of reminds me of when Trump said there are mighty fine people on both sides. And if we're completely honest, there's a lot of white America who think just like her, who are racist and don't even realize that they are racist. They are well-intentioned people who take care of their family, they go to work, they pay taxes, and try to do good in society, but they double down on their ignorance. And that's essentially all of MAGA. How do I know? Because I used to be that way. I was raised in that culture. I was raised in those type of communities. I was raised to think exactly how she is thinking. And until people like her become willing to deconstruct and re-educate themselves, we will never have unity in this country. And this is why it's so imperative that we ensure that someone like Donald Trump never sees the White House again, because this is what he encourages. This is what he emboldens. And we are not going back. Vice President Kamala Harris for president. Let's go.
So this is all I got from this video. Now, let me tell you something. This will kind of enlighten us. I think we already know their mindset towards us and all that. But seeing something like this happen over and over and all the time, right? it tells you how some people will never change, right? It's more like everyday Black people wake up. I mean, it's always Black people this, Black people that, Black people this, Black people that. And I really do not understand it. Really, I really do not understand it. It's tiring. It's kind of weak, but man, I really like. I don't know, like some people where they come from because all this really eventually, like the plan already. If you say the comment section, this man is absolutely going to lose his job just for a video of how many, probably not more than 1 minute he made. It might end up ruining his life, his career, and all that. And they have refused to understand this, that not everything, see, I'm not saying not everything you come out online to rant, not everything that comes to your mind that you come here to like talk, not everything that, I don't know how to explain this to them, but you already can do better, because it really does not make any sense. Coming out to say some, like, spew some rhetoric and then end up not even working, like, losing your job, losing your career, and not finding anything good to do. Go and ask other people. This is how ignorant some people are. Looks like they have refused to learn from their experience, from their mistakes. Because if they have probably seen so many people, something like this has happened. But yeah, it's always every day we wake up and we hear different stories and the rest of it. Man, Black people are tired. And the truth that they have refused to acknowledge the fact that we do not have any power to be right to disease towards them. That is something that they have refused to acknowledge. And now it's telling us also that we have European blood, in our bloodstream and all that, man. And the second video. Now let me tell us something. Before I used to actually make excuse for some people saying that probably some of them don't know that this police brutality that it's going on, especially happening to Black people. And I am always like, maybe some of them are ignorant, that they don't know. But this is also another example that they know what they are doing, because that last woman is really, she knew what she's saying and she's really into it. How did wokeness destroy America? What did wokeness do to you people? The fact that we wake up every day to wokeness is something that I don't understand. And the fact that it keeps coming wokeness, I want you all to bear in mind that each time they talk about wokeness, you are woke, right? That a Black person is wokeness, woke and wokeness. That is what it is to them. And now they already feel like some certain things that they used to do, or like, because she cannot pull over a Black person or do some certain things. Why? Because probably that people are watching and people are looking. Now, this is one of the reasons when Black persons tell you that this is happening to him or her, it is true. It is you all that have refused to acknowledge that something like this is happening. Now, with all this, you think she cannot pull over, according to that, you cannot pull over people based on skin color. So all she wanted was to continue to pull over people based on skin color. And now when Black people tell you that they are scared of the cops or they cannot do some certain things, you all still doubt. But now this is a confirmation that they absolutely know what they are doing, because what in the nonsense is she yarning? What is she yarning? Now she is saying that she is in the military. Now she has to watch what she says, what she does. If not, they will kick you out of the military. So what she wants is to, as a military person, use all her power to probably intimidate people because she's a military, right? And this is really called for attention. They really need to look into all this, because some people cannot be waking up every day to so many things that does not sound right, because this particular one doesn't sound right to my soul and to my spirit, right? But then all I can say is that let's continue to be woke, because, man, the things that I see on the internet, if I did not dive into, sincerely speaking, and please do not do not feel bad, or do not probably curse me, or probably yeah. What I am trying to say is that if I did not dive into all this, I probably I wouldn't have known that, it is this deep. So sometimes when other people tell you that we never knew you all were going through it, I do not want you to feel like they are lying. They are probably not lying, because what is all this that I am saying? I am sure a lot of people did not know this, haven't seen this, never thought that things like this will be happening to people that look like me, right? But it's all true. One of the reasons why I have chosen that we will keep bringing it here so other people can also see, because this is really cruel. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.